Welcome back to the channel. So talking about FRS on the ASX. So $7 million, like $3 million in cash, maybe less now. They haven't done any drilling, so hasn't burnt a lot of cash. They're just finding out where they can drill, and now they got the agreement, the tick saying yes, you can drill there now from the government, whatever. So that's what the latest announcement was. Planning, program of work, approval. So I take it the people, the geologists, have been scouring out, saying where they're going to drill first, when they do, what's got the best chance, what they want to know from drilling. And also says here, they bring out some soil samples that were pretty dodgy, but I'm not a geologist, and according to them, these are better pathfinders for the lithium, because the lithium can be depleted within a weathered horizon. This situation is seen at Earl Grey lithium deposit located 6 kilometers away from Forestania. So Earl Grey is a massive mine. They're doing 50,000 tons a year of lithium hydroxide. It's a massive company. Wesfarmers owns it, and a few other big players. And they get it out of the ground, and then they also do the spodumene to lithium hydroxide. And they do 50,000 tons of lithium hydroxide a year, which means the spodumene tons is like 7 or 8 times that, because you need 7 or 8 tons of spodumene to make 1 ton of lithium hydroxide. So yeah, big mine, really close to them, and they're saying that it's not about the soil samples as we've seen at the Earl Grey, it's about the drilling. So they're getting ready to drill. They obviously know more than me about finding it. I don't know. I don't even care really. I just know that they're looking for lithium, and I'm going to let them do the thing and find it. And if you haven't bought it, I'm not going to double down on the stock because it is still risky. But for those who haven't bought in and are prepared to lose all your money, you could buy into this company. And this company, if they drill and hit stuff, it's going to be pretty easy for them to go to 7 million to 14 million, meaning a 1x. And they keep drilling and keep finding stuff, it could even become a 10x. It's all doom and gloom in the lithium space now, but we are going to need this lithium in the future. And direct lithium extraction, getting lithium from underground water, is yet to be proven at scale. But things like hard rock is proven at scale, and these companies are doing it on large scale. So FRS, so basically the risk has been significantly lowered in my opinion, or the reward's heightened. I don't know how you say it, but $7 million, $3 million cash, and a big bit of land next to an already established mine. You think there's pretty good upside. This drill, for the best thing to happen, they drill, they hit something big, they go up, they raise a bit of money, drill out more, raise some money, and maybe they sell their land off to the neighbor, or they just do something themselves, build their own mine. I don't even know. Yeah, so just a stock, I wouldn't say, still a gamble, my opinion. But yeah, your upside is a lot greater now because the price is a lot lower to start with. So what will I say here? Get approval to drill. So 1% lithium. So 1.8% lithium. Downhole assays results for lithium pathfinders. So 10,000 parts per million is 1%. So they've got 1.8% lithium. That's very high. So a lot of upside for this stock. Relatively undiscovered, relatively unloved right now. You can go read all this and you'll probably know more than I will. So they're doing their thing. Drilled, undrilled. So yeah, at least they got permission to drill now, and they drill and they might hit something good. And that 7 million can go up quite easily if they do hit something. If they miss the first time, they might need to regather and drill again. Anyway, we're going to need a lot of lithium in the future. A lot better than cars. Like lithium, the energy from the battery to the car is like 90% efficient, whereas petrol, it's like 30 to 40% efficient. The range is the issue, but also we're going to fix the range issue by having more charging. So you pull over, and your car just starts charging, like something plugs in automatically. So the range is not an issue. Wherever you're driving, you just pull over, charge it up, and have your break, and you're on your way. So I think range will be solved by a bigger battery, having a lighter car, but also just the convenience of just charge, like not having the inconvenience of charging. Just like pull up and it charges. You pull up in your house, just plug it in, and pull up anywhere when you go to work. There's heaps of places to charge. So that's the real thing that will make the range go away. Is just you plug it in anywhere. And there's other things we can do, but yeah, I don't know. Just my 2 cents. So that's it for this company. 7 million with about 3 million cash, maybe less. Do your own research how much cash they have. I think it's around 2-3 million. Good lithium thing right next to some big mines. So if you get to 10 million tons in lithium, most companies now are worth about 100 million. So these guys drill hit stuff. They might get a new price tag, and which could be a lot more than $7 million. Now I'll just talk about my favorite stock, who already has graphite, which you also need for the battery. And they just got to get more of it. You know it's going to be there. They just have to drill it out and see. Don't worry about this chart. And you're also buying it the lowest time now. They got 5.5 million with 3 million in cash and a really high grade graphite resource. So they got like 25% grade, where some in Africa have like 7% grade. These guys are really high grade. They're in Quebec, which is near America. They've got hydropower for processing, so low cost processing. And the neighbor, who they share a resource with, is about 50 million. Dun, dun, dun. So you see all these charts going down, and that's the time to buy when they go down. So 65 million for the neighbor. So my plan for this company was to buy now when no one loves it. No, they got high grade there. They just have to drill it more. So they're drilling, getting results, confirming the resource. And they're so low now, they're not getting much lower. They could go lower. Like I bought in, and if it goes lower, I'm not worried because I bought pretty low anyway compared to where they could go once they start getting it out of the ground and selling it to battery manufacturers. So what happens there? They get it, they build the mine, cost them 200 million, and then each year they're making $50 million or something like that. Yeah, so it's pretty attractive upside, and they have a good chance of doing it. Like they just got to drill it out. Then we're gonna need right now we don't need the graphite because we've got it sorted, but in the future there's gonna be a shortfall, and you can sell it out in the shortfall. Like look what happened here. I'm not sure, like people get a bit hyped on it. You could sell out on some hype. So when next year or the year after, when graphite price goes up a bit because there's a shortage of graphite, all these stocks will probably go up. They might not get into production, but they could raise money, and you could sell out there. Or it depends how you feel about the company. You could hold on to them all the way into production. So there's a line here to production. It will go up and down, up and down. If it really spikes up, you could sell out there because it most likely will come back down to a reasonable price until it might slowly go back up to production at a reasonable price. Well, the company might not get anywhere, but it might spike up and then just die. But the thing is, this company, it's very low. They just got to do more drilling, which they got the money for. They just got to do it. It's very seasonal where they are in Quebec to be able to drill. You can't just drill all year round, so you have to drill in the appropriate seasons. But once they get mining, they can mine all year round because they build the roads up. Like right now, they're not spending money like building a road, making it good. They're just drilling to see what's there. And yeah, they're having success. Green Battery Minerals Inc. You can watch a video on them. Not sure where you are, but they have more of a video style announcements, which seems silly, but just click on this video. It'll tell you all about the company. Very high grade. Compare the grade to everyone else. It's huge. The graphite's there. They can use hydropower to process it. And so this could definitely... I got very high conviction on this stock myself. My money's in there. I'm actually down at the moment, but not worried at all because the company is doing what the company should be doing, which is drilling it, finding out where it is, and continuing, so that when they need the graphite, a company might come along and say, hey, we like your project, we need the graphite there for our cars, we'll give you 20 million to move it along, and that's where you make the money. So before anyone else finds out about it, before the Ford makes an announcement they're going to partner with this company, it's when you buy in. Not to say Ford will, but I'm saying someone will partner with this company once there's a belief there. And that's where you'll make the money. Buying now when it's low, no one loves it, but you do know that they've got a good high chance of making it due to the grade of their graphite. So I just like to go to this one just to compare the grades. So they're right next to Mason Graphite. This is TSX GEM, Green Battery Mills Inc. They share the deposit with these guys. So their grade, they have average grade of 17%, but I think Mason Graphite for the first 25 years is doing 25% grade. So that's average grade, but then they got high grade areas. So that is huge grade compared to the rest. So this company is on the ASX for 30 million, and I believe that Green Battery Mills Inc. is just as good, and you're getting them for so you can buy this company for 24 million, or for just 7 million you can get TSXV, GM, who are just as good. So lower price. If you're in Australia, you have to get an international account. So as far grade goes, GM, Green Battery Minerals Inc. shares the deposit with these guys. High grade in Canada. So very good upside there in my opinion. So all these companies, when there's a shortfall of graphite, all these companies will basically go up. Just for, you'd redo the maths and say, oh, they're not making $500 a ton now. They're making $1,000 a ton, which doubles what everyone thinks. And either it's not sustainable, people just say, well, that's a lot. It won't go down, surely. People need that graphite. People get a bit drunk on the high prices, go ballistic. And that might be when you sell, or it's all circumstantial. So where do I see myself going with this company? Holding, because next year I'm going to get the 50% capital gains thing. Next year they'll have found more graphite, I've drilled it out more, know where it is. Next year, or the year after, there might be a shortfall of graphite, meaning they can raise money to even further expand the project. And by that time, if they find enough, then people say, oh, we're going to give you 20 million to move the project along. They do more, and the price just goes up and up from there. Or it can go down, but it's not going to go down much lower than it is now. Pretty much the best opportunity I see. I've got very high conviction on the stock. Don't care what this chart says. If you buy now, 5.5 million with 3 million cash and a very good deposit. Yeah, so can go down, you lose 1x, but the upside is easily double. Like, for people to buy a stock, they have to think it's going up. So for it to go up double, people think it needs to be able to go up triple. So this stock will still be a pretty good price at 20 million, so which is like a 4x. So when the graphite goes up, this stock is valued at $20 million. It's like a 4x from here. And that's a decent price, and then it can even double from 20 million once they drill out more, because once they build the mine, they'll be making $50 million a year. Which means $50 million a year, that would easily value at 250 million, which is a lot of X's up from here. And then a bad year, they're not making 50 million, they're making 25 million, which is still 200 million, at least $100 million price tag, which is like a 20x from here. So they got a lot of upside. Once the world decides we need that battery, we need that graphite for the battery, so a lot of upside with these guys. And that's all I'll say.